Yo, what's up, boys? It's your dad, JC. We're out here. We're gonna try something new today. I've been thinking about doing this for a little while, and I wanted to start recording some tutorial videos. So today, the topic that we're gonna be teaching is the flip reset. Now, I know a lot of people are out there and they're thinking like, how do you even do a flip reset? There's all these crazy pros out there that have been doing flip resets for a while. You see it on Reddit all the time. I'm going to teach you because I've gone through for the last 6 months, kind of just learning day by day how to improve, how to set up for flip resets, and kind of what the key skills are leading into being able to do a flip reset. So let's go over the kind of agenda today. So we'll go through what is a flip reset. What are the prerequisites for a flip reset? Let me find a video for you. Alright, that's not a flip reset.
When your tire purchase, see Mopar.ca.
Also not a flip reset. There's a flip reset right there. So flip reset is pretty much, let's just bring that back up. When you come up, what pretty much is happening here is the ball is landing here onto all four wheels. Well, actually, it's not actually touching. It's touching all four wheels here, and that's the kind of like science behind that. Is that the car thinks it's back on the ground, right? Obviously, we're still in the air here, but when the ball comes down, it's touching all four wheels, and it's giving you your flip right back. So you hit it, and then you can usually use it and set up for some pretty cool things to fake out the defenders or be able to get by them in certain ways. We have another one named here, reset. Let's take a look at some of the ones I did in the past here. All right. So you can see the defender has no idea. Like, how are you going to save that, right? All right. So now that we've gone through what is a flip reset, what are the prerequisites of a flip reset? So you should be able to, you need basic dribbling. You need to be able to do aerials, confident aerials. Need to be able to do like freestyle in the air, so to say, like car control in the air. So what I mean by that is like you need to be able to do twists and things like that. And I'll get into that when we get into the game. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. But I know a lot of people that can do all of this, but they still don't exactly know how to get the flip reset. And there's only one thing that's really hard on how to get the flip reset, and that's actually getting the reset. The flip and everything that comes after that, it comes with time. But being able to get the flip every time consistently, that's the challenging part, and that's what's going to allow you to set up for more and more and more flip resets. So how do I set up for a flip reset? Right, so that's the big one. And how do I execute after I get my flip? Right, best way to pull it off in game. So we'll go through some of these topics. I'll move these topics off onto the left here, and I'm just going to open up Rocket League, and we'll just start to get into it. Another topic as well is how do you actually do training for flip resets? Training is a hugely important aspect of being able to practice and get confident, and so you can pull it off in game, right? So let's just go into free play, and we'll just kind of drive around a little bit, and I'll show you pretty much when you're setting up flip resets in free play, you can just do that. And you know, the basic air dribble is when you're hitting it up and you're doing this or whatever and coming towards the net. That's like, you should be able to do that no problem, all right? So the next step, and I'll just show you once or twice, is you want to be able to get under the ball. So like once you're on the ball, see how I got the reset there? You want to be able to do that from under here. So pretend this post right here, the thing that I just hit with my nose in my car. Pretend that is the ball. When you're coming up for the flip reset, you want to be coming up with some speed, and you want to be able to approach it and be able to hit the underside of your car on that post pretty fast. You want to be able to, you want to be able to do that pretty much to the ball. I would just like practice. Can you do that? And when you approach it, try to see, but I'm actually like kind of smacking my car. I'm doing this and just smacking it kind of hard onto the post, right? So how does that look with the ball? Oh, don't screw this up. Ball goes up, and then you come up and you smack it, right? And see, I just got my reset. So that's kind of the basics of how to actually set up the flip reset. I don't actually recommend training in replay. Replay is not exactly the best way to be practicing this over and over and over. It's not efficient. So we'll go back to the main menu and let's open up the training area here. There's custom training. I don't actually see it here. It's usually one of the top ones. Maybe you go to browse. Okay, here it is. Favorite this one by IP Joker, Wall to Air Dribble. So this training, you can use it for like a lot of things. And some of the other tutorials that I'm going to be making are going to be using this training pack as well. Highly recommend favoriting it. So I have it on my favorites there. So go ahead and click into that. And there's like 3 different shots here. The main shot that you want to use is this first one. The rest of them are honestly like they're not even worth it. After you get comfortable, you can move on to them, but like you just need this first shot here. So, and I'll just show you what the first shot does. It rolls it up, and it pretty much just sets it up so you can do whatever, right? You can air dribble, you can do ceiling shots, right? Like, and you practice your flip resets as well. So when you're practicing, you just want to be hitting it up and just be trying to do that pretty much. Like trying to get under, and you want to smack it, right? So I just did a stall under there. So it's hard to show it in slow motion, but you need to be able to get to the ball fast. So there's 2 things that happens when you get to the ball fast. Firstly, alright, like as I was saying, you need to be able to get to the ball fast so that it creates some space. Okay, so when you approach, trying to land it up so you're smacking the ball, right? It's hard to see there, but when I was approaching that ball, I was coming up and smacking it with the bottom of the side of my car. So that training, oops, wrong training. This training is going to take hours to get used to. Just coming up, hitting it, just trying to get your reset like that. Like, you're going to hit it probably like 50 to 100 times like this, and you're not going to get your reset. You won't even know if you got your reset. And then all of a sudden, it'll connect. Like, you'll just start getting a bunch of these in a row, and you can chain them. You can do a bunch of stuff, right? But the key to getting your flip reset that no one told me about is actually being the setup here. The setup is the most important part of a flip reset. You need to be approaching the ball with speed. Okay, like I'll show you. This is what I was doing wrong because I was used to coming up and like trying to get under and then like rotating and trying to I had no idea what I was doing. That I was just doing that over and over and over again, right? So the key for the flip resets, smacking the ball. There, see how you create the space too? Once you smack the ball, I'll show you in the replay, you bounce off it. And what that's going to allow you to do is create space so you can come in and flip and complete the shot. If you're not creating space, you're just going to stay really close to the ball, and it's not going to allow you to be able to actually execute the flip reset. Let's see if I have an example. So here, it makes it a lot harder to actually obtain getting the flip reset too. But see there, I didn't get enough distance, so it makes it extremely hard to actually be able to shoot the ball after. Whereas if you come in, you can smoke the ball a lot harder as long as you create that space by smacking off the ball. Okay, so what else is there for flip resets? We didn't really. I'll go through some of the prerequisites again. Or just cut this into the prerequisites. So prerequisites, basic dribbling. Be able to pull this off in a game. You should be able to dribble it up the wall like this and be able to come up. That's one thing. Just being able to practice that. If you can't do that, you're not going to be able to pull this off in a game, right? You should be able to do this confidently, right? So, and if I will make an air dribbling tutorial as well. Like if this tutorial is too advanced for you, just the process of being able to do this, like when to jump and when to actually, how to break that down so that you can do air dribbles. I'll do another tutorial for all you dads out there and aspiring players. So you should be confident in the air. It's another prerequisite. You should be able to do this. You should be able to do flips, turns, whatever. You should be able to spin upside down, right? And so there's a lot of videos out there and stuff on like how to do that. One way that I got confident in doing that was just, keeping myself in the air like this and just being able to float around and have full confidence that like I'm not going to fall or touch the ground, right? So yeah, I'd work on that. And then the next part really, I guess, is being able to control, well, it's just practice actually after that. So what's the best way to pull this off in a game? It's really hard at a higher level to pull this off. I'll see if I can go through some of my replays here, and where I might have named one as reset. So I brought the ball up. Let's go even before this, right? So this is a Grand Champ level, right? So players flying around. It's crazy. Don't know what they're doing. Roll the ball up, right? So you're always going to be rolling the ball up to set this up, right? So I'll just go back and we'll do some slow motion just so you can see how it's executed. Reset. Okay, so I'm coming out the wall, I'm positioning so that I'm coming to smack the ball from underneath. You notice that I have 3 boosts, right? So I actually don't have enough boost to be able to get around the ball and be able to put it on net. So I go for a pass, hopefully to a teammate here. So I get the flip reset there. I position so that I flip back around, so I can just do a front flip pass here. And I can see that my teammate's coming around the corner here off to my right, so I try to pass to Teets. Get the pass off to him, and he nails it in, right? So that's one example of how you can use it. Should be a good one to show off in the game. So it's in a 1v1. Again, we're rolling out the ball, jumping off at that position so we can create some good space. We're moving fast towards ball, smacking off the ball, rotating down. But so it's not like the best flip reset, but yeah, it works, right? It redirects it away from the goaltender so you can't save it. I think with that, I'll just do a few more in training here and kind of wrap it up. I hope that this tutorial, I don't know, you can let me know in the comments like if you think it's good or it's a bad tutorial. If you still have questions, I can probably cover that in the next video or make this video. Also, just like, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me. I'm going to be trying to make more videos for dads who are trying to get better, and also just, lower level players, like diamond level players, that kind of thing. Videos like how do I get my rank up? How do I do some mechanics that people are doing right? I've I've gotten pretty high in Grand Champ. I beat a few professional players in Rocket League before, so definitely if you subscribe, I'll make customized, kind of like tailored videos for you guys, so that I can help you guys get better at the game. Because knowledge should be shared. So.